Welcome to the MWG Podcast. I'm Whispering Tears, and I'm joined with Mossta and Westsidious. We got another interesting show for you this week. We're going to change it up with the start this time. Instead of covering the news, we're going to play a little game. 2 truths and a lie. So if you're unfamiliar, each person will tell 2 truths and 1 lie, and the other 2 will have to figure out which one's the lie. So we'll just get right into it, and I'll start off. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready, dude. Let's get it.
I'm ready, dude. Welcome to episode 6, guys.
All right. So here are my 3 statements. 1, I used to live in Texas. 2, I met Yipes at Evo 2013. And 3, I am not the only Najee from Tracy.
Wait, that's wild, dude. Oh my god. Okay, I don't. We're gonna try to decide. I guess me and Maz trying to decide which one.
Yeah, we gotta figure out which one's the truth or which one's the lie.
Yeah.
So we're kind of spoiled on that first one, so it's just 50-50 now. we knew that. So one of them we know. Okay, so hold on. Let me think about this. Holy shit, dude!
I feel like there was another Najee that went to West, but I don't know.
Dude, Naj, that's genius. Dude, your statements are going like, dude, I was, once you said that Yipe shit, I was like, oh, this is going to be easy as fuck, dude. What the heck, dude? And then you dropped that bomb on us, and I'm just like, okay, wait. That shit's probably spelled differently, too.
No, we spell it the same.
No way, dude. That's Cap?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dang.
You guys want a hint? I used to live in Texas.
I'm done, dude.
That one's the truth.
I'm tilted, dude. Okay, wait. Maz, we gotta make a unanimous decision. We gotta make a decision between us.
I
Met Yipes at Evo 2013. It's gotta. I think it's that one, dude.
I don't remember him going to Evo.
I think that one's a lie, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I think that one's a lie.
I think it's that one too.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, that one was the lie.
Yes.
I did go to Evo 2013, and
I don't remember.
Oh.
I walked out the venue and I saw Yipes in the casino, but I was starstruck. I couldn't approach him, so I never met him.
The curly mustache, right?
Unfortunate, dude.
And there was another Najee. He went to West. And when I met him, I found out he's Najee Prime, and I'm just the betas. It's crazy.
Oh no! Yeah, hate to say. So did someone break the news to you, or did you just make this conclusion on
me?
Oh, he broke the news to you.
He told me I'm Najee number 2. He's Najee number 1.
That's great. Yo, did he really see that? I said, oh, he's insane.
It turns out it's true.
Wait, was he older than you or what?
No, our last names, his comes first because it's
really.
A,
oh
wow!
Oh wow!
Like, out of nowhere.
Holy no way, dude! Your name is literally not Abra, and he has a name.
AA. He got me.
That's an AA. Like that's Aaron. Like what else? What other names out there that have AA? Oh snap! Love that you're like.
All right.
That's hilarious.
So who wants to go next?
I'll go next. Oh shit! Wait, hold on. I have 4 truths.
I'll go next. I'm ready.
Okay.
Wait, I gotta delete one. One's gonna delete. Maz, go next. I gotta delete one.
All right. So here are my 2 truths and a lie. So first statement is I've jumped out of a plane 18,000 feet in the air.
Okay.
I've traveled to 5 countries, including Japan, the Philippines, Mexico, Canada, and France. And I was born in the city that never sleeps, aka New York.
Wait, what is that? Oh, you said New York, right? That's okay. Just making sure. I was like, okay.
All right. So that first one's pretty exact. You know, it sounded like a lie a little bit. 18,000 feet. What's up with these extra details?
Oh, okay. Yo, you saw that.
Gotta be real specific, man.
Oh.
Now I know you travel.
No, that first one could be a mix-up. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
a mix-up. That's a high-low in real life.
Really high.
50-50 mix-up, man.
The 18,000-foot high. And you still get hit.
Yeah, anti-air game is weak, man.
So he jumped out of a plane, they're traveling, and then born in
Born in New York. Yep.
New York.
Oh, this is actually a really good one too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think the traveling one is true because I've seen your snaps from Japan and I've seen the snaps from Mexico. So it's not too much of a stretch for it to be Canada too.
Okay. So Nash, it's between the plane and it's between New York.
All right. Well, can I ask you one question, Moss?
What's up?
How do you like your pizza?
Oh.
We might be able to find out.
Moss, can you define?
I'm not a deep dish guy.
Wait, what happened? What'd you say?
I said I'm not a deep dish guy. I'll tell you that much.
You're not a deep dish guy. Moss, I have another question.
What's up?
Can you please give the definition to bodega? You know what's funny is I actually
have a definition for that.
I remember I actually googled that like after listening to Yipes and Chris Magic talk about that. I actually googled what it was because I'm not from there, so I wouldn't know. So that's really funny.
Like a store, right?
Yeah. Really sounded kind of exposed right here, man.
Thinking
just a little bit.
I don't know. Which one do you think it is, Carl? I still don't believe the plain one.
You know what? Let's go. I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna say it's the New York one. I don't believe you there.
All right.
Wait, so which one are y'all going with?
That one's
I'll
a
go
lie.
with Carl.
I think the New York one's a lie.
Oh, it's a good thing you guys don't have me on Facebook because
Oh my god!
my profile picture is me jumping out of a plane at 18,000 feet.
Oh.
Okay, so you really did do it. Okay.
I went skydiving. My first skydiving jump was the highest I want to go.
You said you're first?
Yeah.
Oh, you're wild.
So me and my friend, we've been talking about going for a while, and we finally got around to doing it. And like, you know what? Might as well just go to the highest one.
Yeah.
18,000 feet is the highest you can go. You can go as a tandem. So I was born in New York.
Oh,
Okay.
So I haven't been to Canada or France.
Oh, that was the mix-up. Dude. That was high-low. So you were born in New York. How long were you there?
Yep. I think we moved to California when I was like 3. Yeah, I think it was like 3.
Because after I made the conclusion that that was a lie, in my head I was like, what if Mosh just like was really little when he was there and he just left? And how would it be possible to know what a bodega is if he wasn't old enough to even just walk in and out of one?
I have like an idea of what one is. I just wouldn't be able to explain it.
Yeah, well, from my knowledge, it's essentially a grocery store, but then they also have like food, like sandwiches. I guess you can have some.
It's like a deli / like
store,
convenience store type of deal.
That had like Street Fighter 2 and Marvel 2 cabinets for some reason. Yeah, that's okay. So,
Matthew, what grade was that guy in? Because I do not see him in my yearbook.
So it was senior year, and he transferred halfway through.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
This randomly reminds me of you guys talking about that Naj that went to West High. Randomly reminds me of Saweetie being from West High too. It's so random, dude. I always forget about that, dude. I learned that on Twitter. Fun fact. Fun facts on Twitter. When celebs come from Tracy.
Wait, this celeb from Tracy?
Yeah, Saweetie. Yeah, she's a rapper, correct? I think she's pretty big.
What?
Yeah, she went to West High.
Wow.
You didn't know that once?
No.
I didn't know that either. She's probably she was we're in the same grade. She's 93. I just looked it up. Huh.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think I probably didn't go to school with her.
Yeah, I didn't have very many friends outside of my circle in high school. So, I guess anyway, actually
so real quick, since we're talking about high school celebrities. One of the people from my class ended up being forgot what team he was on, but he plays for the NFL. Amini, I can't pronounce his last name, but big old Samoan dude.
Oh, I think I heard about that. The football player
Yeah.
coming from NFL, coming from Tracy. Yeah,
Yep.
I think I know what you're talking about. Fun facts, dude. Fun facts. So before we move on to my truths and lies, wait, Moss, I gotta ask you, like, what's Skype? Well, first of all, what made you want to do it, and second of all, how was it? Because that sounds like the experience. That sounds fun.
Let's see. So I don't know what really like drove me to wanting to do it. It just looked like it'd be fun, I guess. It'd be like, something that you don't do very often.
Yeah.
Just something that you want to experience. So that's, I think, what really was the driving factor in that. And then,
okay.
It was a weird rush.
I bet. A weird rush. That's what you did.
Yeah. It was really cool. Like the sensation of just like free falling was pretty cool.
Mhm.
But it was a huge adrenaline rush.
I bet.
Well, I remember when we finally landed and stuff, I was still pretty shaky.
I would be too.
But yeah, it's just like you're falling for like probably like a couple of minutes, like 2 to 3 minutes maybe, of just like free falling.
Uh-huh.
So you just feel like the wind rushing against you and everything. It's a pretty cool experience. But yeah, it was just a really big adrenaline rush afterwards. So I was really tired by the time I got home.
I bet. It's controlled, correct?
Yeah.
Nice. That's what I like to hear. That sounds fun. Maybe one day.
Yeah, you should do it. It's fun.
Too scary.
You got barely handle the 1v4 in Valorant, the retake, and you try to go skydiving instead.
No,
Just do a lower height.
Lower.
Not everybody has to do 18K.
I feel like it'd be just as terrifying though.
I feel like that was like my thinking. If it's like, dude, you're gonna do it anyway, you might as well just jump from the max.
That's what I'm saying. In my head, I'm like, during the jump, am I really gonna be thinking like, oh man, dude, honestly, it's an adrenaline rush now, but imagine if it was 18,000 feet. I don't think that's what I would be thinking about if I jumped out the plane. Anyway, all right, let's move on to. All right, let's truths and lies. All right, I finally came to the conclusion, boys.
Mhm.
All right, so the truths and lie right here. So 1, I played competitive Mario Kart 8. 2, I am a Pokemon Puzzle League master. 3, I am godlike at Rainbow Six Siege.
These are very gamer related, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I could have. There was one that I had here that was IRL, but I wasn't sure if I had that discussion with you guys, so I didn't want to give you guys a freebie.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. All right. She got me mixed up. You're like Mario Kart. All right. When you say Pro Puzzle League Master, is that like
No, Pokemon Puzzle League on the N64.
Dude, there was only one game. No, that game was freaking hard.
Yeah, dude. Which one? Yeah. So I'm godlike at Pokemon Puzzle League. I play competitive Mario Kart 8, and I'm godlike at Siege. What do you guys think?
So, did you ever play with Matt for competitive Mario Kart?
No, I did not play with Matt in Mario Kart. I did not.
Because Matt used to hold
I did not.
side double dash tournaments
I had no
for
clue.
Smash.
I had no clue. That's a fun fact right there. Interesting.
So Rainbow Six Siege? I think you did mention when we were playing Valorant that Valorant's way different than Siege. So I'm kind of inclined to believe that one.
Right.
But then the Pokemon Puzzle League one, that's like throwing me off. Like I've never even heard of the game.
Really?
Really?
Nazi?
I gotta show you some gameplay.
All right, let me look up some gameplay.
Oh, you're about to look up some gameplay right now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out live.
Okay, check it out live. Check it out live. Moss, what do you think?
Oh man, I'm leaning towards Mario Kart
Mm-hmm.
just because the competitive scene for that game is freaking a little weird.
Right.
Like it's like time trial,
Yeah.
basically. Oh,
Okay, so
gosh, I did not know about Pokemon Puzzle League, man.
Well, I never really played the puzzle games.
There's only one. Well,
I
one
mean,
Pokemon
games
Puzzle
in
League.
general.
Yeah.
I'll give some insight on. I'll give some insight on that after.
And they actually had like the anime characters
Yeah.
in that game.
Right.
Wow.
I think that's like the only time that they've ever been like acknowledged in the video games.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'll go with Mario Kart 2.
That's the lie.
Yeah, that's the lie.
I think
And Mossta
so.
said that's a lie.
Yeah.
All right, dude. This is the lie, boys. The truth is, I am awful at Rainbow Six Siege. that one, that is a complete lie. I'm awful at that game. I have clips of myself clutching in that game, a couple clips, but in reality, that's just like the highlights. I'm actually not really that good. There are so many times where there's a clip on my Discord of. So what happened is I was on site, or there was two of us on site,
Mhm.
and there was one of them defending, and he picks off one of us. I'm the one alive. It's the other guy. So he picks off my teammate. I pick him off, but there's still one more. There's still one more alive, but I leave the site because that's what my logic is. I left the site. I'm trying to guard the door or trying to guard like a choke or something, seeing if he'll come back. But I didn't know that you weren't supposed to leave the site or else they'd win that round or that game or whatever it was. And I left the room, and then we lost. And my friends are just like, why the heck why'd you leave, dude? What the heck, dude? You're throwing. And I was mad too, because I was like, dude, first of all, no one calls that. And second, I didn't realize. And third, I'm pretty sure you guys would make this mistake too if I was in that clutch situation. I remember I was so mad, dude. I just rage quit the Discord. I wasn't in Discord for like 2 days. I was just like, I'm not talking to any of you. I was salty. I have a clip. I have a clip of myself screaming when I forgot what map it was, but someone triggered my trap, and you can see when they trigger your trap as Legion. And I was like, oh, he triggered my trap. I'm gonna check the stairs now because that's where I put it. What I didn't know is there was like an Ash or something camping the window right by that stairs. So right when I cross the stairs, I get shot, and I just scream what? I just scream like the loudest what I've ever screamed, and you can hear it in the clip too. It's really funny. But yeah,
I'm mad, so I kind of want to check that out.
No, I'm mad. I got mad. I don't think I've ever gotten tilted. I don't think you've ever seen that side of me, but I've been tilted. Like, guys, any of my personal, like my very close friends, they'll tell you straight up, I've been pissed. But yeah, I'm not that good at that game. So insight on Pokemon Puzzle League, I wish I'd played PvP in that game as a kid, but I didn't. I don't know why I had it. I'm trying to remember why I had that on NCC4 in the first place. Well, mom was just probably buying me games, and I was really good at that game too. I was pretty good. Like I was doing the combos. Moss, you've seen the gameplay, right?
Yeah, I bought that game on the virtual console.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I was OD at that game. Like, clearing the.
I was terrible at that game.
Yeah, once my screen is full with the blocks, and you remember how to clear.
Yeah.
Blocks. Yeah, dude. Once my screen was filled with it, and I was about to die, I was not gonna die anyway because I was that good at just seeing the pairs, seeing the trios, making the combos. I was on the 6 to 8 times combos every time. I was ridiculous. Yeah, dude. I had those. I don't know why, but I did. So Mario Kart 8. I think I feel like this is half a truth. I guess because I actually did. Me and my buddy actually did play Mario Kart like pretty seriously, just for like a brief period online. Dude, Mario Kart is sweaty online, dude. Dude, you'd be surprised how many people play the meta in that. There's a meta in that game too. You're supposed to
meta.
Yeah, you're supposed to play like Dry Bowser and then this one cart always. You saw that all the time. And everyone played that meta. It was so dumb. And every time we were on a losing streak, we're like, all right, dude, we're gonna go meta this race. And I'd pick Dry Bowser in the cart. It was so broken. And I learned about and then when we were playing Mario Kart 8, we also learned about a technique called item smuggling. You guys know what that is?
No.
Oh, okay. So item smuggling. We didn't know what this was. We were just looking at Mario Kart 8 highlights or just like gameplay because we wanted to get better. We wanted to improve. Don't ask me why we were trying to improve what we were. But we learned about item smuggling. So essentially what item smuggling is, and it's a pretty popular technique online too, is if you're behind in this is a fun fact. So if you're in places 8 through like 5, 8, 7, 6, or 5th, you get better items the worse placing you're at.
Yeah.
And the strat and item smuggling is you stay in the back deliberately the whole race, and you sit on the bullet bill or the star or like the golden mushroom. You sit on it like the whole race because you're gonna be back there anyway, right? If you're in the right spot, like no one will hit you. And then in the third lap is when and then if you're good enough, you'll actually blow through your competition. You'll like speed through them, and then you'll eventually end up in what? Assuming the competition's good, you'll probably be in like 4th or 3rd. But keep this in mind: you have the godlike items with you from when you were in 8th. So when you're item smuggling, you deliberately stay back there, and then you catch up, and you're in 3rd and 2nd or whatever, and then you just use all of it at once, and you just destroy like up there. Like there are times where I've seen people get bullet bills or star way in the back, and then they cut through to first place, and then they have a bullet bill and star in first place, and then at that point they're like 20 seconds ahead of you because they use both of it, and you're just like, I just lose, and then that's the whole game. So, but as for the time trials and stuff, I never really got into that. But online brief, that's sweaty.
That's what I used to do.
Yeah,
like he would legit hold tournaments, like a 5 double dice tournament in the middle of the melee tournament, and it would be based off of like your time trial attacks and all this stuff.
That's so sweaty, dude. My only experience with sweaty Mario Kart is playing online, and trust me, that game has a meta. It's crazy.
I think they have a meta for Mario Kart.
Items.
You know, man, all Nintendo games are competitive.
If you want it to be.
Not according to Nintendo.
Oh man, so yeah, dude, that was fun. So, fun facts.
That's crazy.
So, speaking of competitive games, right? I know a whole genre that's just made to be competitive. Not like Nintendo.
They actually have a scene?
Yeah, they have a huge scene, probably one of the largest gaming scenes out there. And that's on paper.
Oh, that's how you know it's good.
Yeah. So we're going to get into our main topic here, and that is card games. And not just any card games. Well, let's see. Card games that we've
Basically
played.
any card games. Any
card game, because I played a lot. I know Moss has played a lot.
I have not played a lot.
I played a couple.
This is going to be...
like two card games. Seriously.
The fact that you play one is wild to me, because I'm the spectator this podcast, because I don't know. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't know anything. But if you're talking about competitively, I have no idea what's going on. Like I am completely in the dark with card games, and that's why I'm kind of excited. I'm pretty excited for this segment, because especially with Naj. Naj obviously has the knowledge. I've seen you talk about card games all the time on Twitter, and it's super funny.
I think 7 card games competitively: Eternal, Hearthstone, Shadowverse, Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, now you're just making up some games. Some of those are made up.
It was all real. Like, I had an Eternal account like when they first started out. It was pretty good, but it just, the UI was too dark, so it was hard to play long periods of time.
You hear that, devs? We do value the UI.
Gotta squint to see my cards. Like, every card game has this meta, like you mentioned. They all have different metas, and some of them get really stagnant and stale, and it's like, all right, I'll just go hop onto another card game. Like,
Go ahead.
The saying with Magic is you'll always come back. Like, everybody's always leaving Magic. Like, oh, I'm done. I'm never coming back. I'm done with Standard. I'm done with Modern. You see those same guy a year later, like, yeah, man, did you hear about the new set? I'm back.
I'm back, baby. I'm in there.
Has been me.
That's really funny.
Hey, shout out to Smash Up. I think that was a game. The deck building card game.
What is it?
Oh, Smash Up?
Smash Up.
Yeah.
You guys are making these up, dude.
That one's that's a game that you can play, and you don't have to buy, like,
one moment.
to continue to maintain a deck.
I'm looking it up, dude. I think I've seen this before, actually.
Yeah, so it's like a deck building card game. Like, they have like a bunch of options of like half decks, and you can find them to make a full deck, which is like that way you don't have to continue to buy new card packs and all that crap.
Mm-hmm.
Which is one of the most annoying parts about any card game is that they never end, and you have to keep your deck up to date. So you got to keep buying new cards. That's how they get you, man.
That's how they get you. It's profitable too.
Oh yeah.
Take notes. What's it? My experience with card games. I didn't know anyone that played them. I wasn't friends with any of them either. I wish I had, because I think gamers are cool. I just wasn't friends with anyone that played card games. The only experience I have would probably be actually. Wait, hold on. Before I talk about this, it's a lie. I actually do play a card game, and it's the card game in The Witcher 3. That card game's got like, it's like Gwent, dude.
That is actually really good.
Yeah, Gwent's actually tight. Like Gwent's tight. Naj, you know about Gwent in The Witcher 3?
All right, so I've heard about it, but I've never played it.
I lied, Naj. I actually do play a card game. It's called Gwent in The Witcher 3. I don't know if it reflects like the IRL card. I think there's supposed to be some kind of app, but they're actually going to try to release that game outside. I don't know if they've done it already. I'm not.
I think it's live. Because
live
standalone Gwent, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not aware. Otherwise, I do play the card game. It's the game within the game, and I actually do get tilted because there's some BS. I'm not gonna lie, but
it sounds like a card game.
Yeah, there's some BS. I'm like,
no BS, it's not a card game.
I'm like, where you get that? Are you serious? You're sitting on that the whole time, or like you just drew that? That's some BS. Dude. What are you talking? So yeah, so I guess I do play. Not really, obviously, not really, but. So my experience with card games, I just remember I just like Yu-Gi-Oh! The anime, and I barely watch it too. Like I watch episodes here and there. It was fun, and I just wanted to buy a deck because I wanted to be cool like the guys in the show. And it was either I buy the Yu-Gi deck or the Kaiba deck back in the day, and I bought the Kaiba deck. I wish I remember why, but I have no legit.
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Maybe, maybe. But Yugi's so godlike, dude. Yugi's
Blue Eyes White Dragon, man.
But it's true too. Blue Eyes White Dragon is pretty sick. What's the attack called?
White Lightning?
First Stream of Destruction?
No, that's the real name. In the anime, that shit was White Lightning.
Yeah, I'm talking about the anime. I don't know the actual name. I'm talking about the anime. Like, what attack I'll never forget is the Exodia one in the anime. Because remember in the first episode?
Just a butter.
Yugi draws, he's like, obliterate! And Kai was just screaming. Like, so funny, dude. Oh, and Dark Magician too, because he's always dark magic attack, and everyone's just screaming for no reason, like always. So that was my only experience with card game, and I remember I brought my deck to school one day because I was also trying to flex real quick because I had some godlike cards. Not really, it was just the starter deck, so it obviously wasn't. But I had some cool cards, and I think I was showing some kids after school. And I think like his mom arrived or his ride arrived or something, and I think I just let him look at my cards something, and then he took the cards. Like he was like, "Oh, I gotta go, boys," and I just left. And he just left. And I'm just like, dude, you just stole my cards. Like, what is it?
That's the worst.
Yeah, it's awful. And like I was a dumb kid, so I didn't really. I mean, I guess in hindsight, it made sense why I brought it, but. Just be careful with your belongings pretty much. And
yep.
Devastation, man. But otherwise, that's my only experience with card games. Also, shout out to Joey Wheeler. I love Joey Wheeler from Yu-Gi-Oh! So much. His accent's too funny. Every time he comes up in the end of the show, and you always hear the Time Wizard. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's a trump card, man.
That's so funny, dude. Time Wizard.
So much with that card. Like when I finally got the real version, I was like, this sucks.
This card is whack.
Wait, hold on. How good is Karibo in the card game?
He's got an archetype, so he's pretty good.
Yeah, but you can't do multiply. That combo.
Yeah, there was some stuff.
That combo was a lie.
There was some stuff in the show. I was like, yo, Karibo was godlike. Can you do this in a real game?
No.
No, not at all. Oh man. What else was a stupid combo on the show?
The insect barrier one, remember?
No, that one was that's like actually a kind of playable one.
That was the combo on the playground. I remember dudes would have the deck, and he'd stack it, and he always had them together.
That's some cheese, dude.
Man.
That's some cheese. So in the, what was I gonna say? Oh my goodness, in the.
Hold on. Well, let me talk about my so my history, I guess you could say, with card games.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Pokemon in the beginning, so like when they first started releasing cards, like 98, 99, I was collecting them, and I also went to like a couple of Pokemon League. Like they have like, I don't know what to call them. They're like, it's sort of like gyms where you can like get badges and stuff and collect them. And I guess I don't know what happened when you collected all the badges. I guess you would go to Pokemon League. I don't know, but I went to that a couple times. And then middle school, I got involved in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of the anime. And I too have a card stealing story, which made me stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh!
Not like this, dude. They're everywhere. You can't escape them.
So I remember like 8th grade, everybody was like digging Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. Everybody's playing, and I brought my cards to school one day. And I think like the week before that, maybe I had just bought some couple of Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, because the games came with cards that usually ended up being pretty good. And I know I had like I pulled a booster pack and got like I want to say an ultra rare. I can't think of the top card now.
Magic Cylinder?
Mirror Force. There you go.
Mirror Force.
This is one like the most broken trap card.
Yeah. Man.
So that was like one of the best cards I had, and all my stuff got stolen. Like I remember I think I was either in the middle of a duel or I was watching somebody else duel, and somebody was looking at my cards, and then I think like the yard dudes came by and they're like, "Hey, put your cards away. You can't play." It was after school and everything, and like you just can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! On campus. Right. So everybody put their stuff up, and I don't know who took my cards, but I ended up not having my cards at the end of the day.
Oh man!
And all my stuff was done. I was super mad because I had just gotten like all 3 of the Magnet Warriors and the combined one. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, I was like, I know what you mean though.
Yeah, the 3750 attack, whatever it was. So stupid high.
That's devastation.
That's 2 games in order to get that full freaking set again. I'm good, and I'm just quit Yu-Gi-Oh! At that point.
Oh man, that's sad because you had Mirror Force, and back in the day, the playground meta was whoever pulled the best card was usually winning.
Wait, can you? So that sounds familiar. I'm pretty sure it applied to our school too. Why is it you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! On school grounds? What is it because it simulates gambling in some shape or form, or like what's the issue there?
My assumption is that the stakes are too high because every time you play a children's card game, there's end of the world stakes involved.
Okay, that is sarcasm at its finest.
It is.
That's too good.
If you watch the anime, everything's like super high stakes. So
so the yard duties have probably seen the anime. So like, oh man, they can't have kids gambling.
Sending kids to Shadow Realm and all this stuff.
Gambling their souls on campus. So you can't have that. That's liability issues.
I think what it really was just like stealing. They didn't want all the problems with potentially stealing stuff and distraction in class and all that. But I'm pretty sure now, like, since kids are just on their phones, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, it's definitely changed since then. It's that first reason that you gave that has to have a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure theft is a huge problem, and then if it becomes
something that you can really control either.
Yeah, and then parents get involved, and it's kind of a mess, and I can kind of see how that makes sense.
Yeah, because it was the same way when Pokemon first came out.
Yeah.
Like, it was ridiculous how many people were bringing Pokemon cards to school, like back in elementary school.
Right.
Had the binders ready.
Yep.
The binders.
And then, I got back into Pokemon, like, around Black and White era, so I started playing the card game again around then. Me and Najee actually played a lot around then. And then it became too expensive for me to sustain, and I didn't really have enough people to play with, so I dropped it.
Right. Sad, man. Money's always in the way, unfortunately.
Like, I wouldn't mind if it was like easier to get people to play with, but it was always hard. So, and I wasn't trying to travel like outside of, the city. Yeah.
Nash, so how about this is gonna be fun. So your experience with card games, like what drove you to play card games? Like what is the appeal to you? Why do you keep playing it to this day? Did you start at like a certain age? Just give us history, man. Like what's going on with that?
All right. So, I mean, like everybody, I started with Pokemon cards. I mean, the Pokemon anime came out, the game came out, the cards came out. You got all three. Oh, man. So, funny story about that. My parents didn't want to buy me the cards, right? Because I don't remember why. But I ended up getting like this bootleg sticker pack. And it was such a ripoff. It was the sticker on the front and the card back on the back. So it looked like a real card. So I'm sitting there at school like, hey, guys, check out my cool new cards. They're all hollow and shiny. They're like, dude, those are some stickers.
Yo, the fraudulent Pokemon cards were ridiculous.
That is a scam. Unfortunate.
It was so bad. I remember like seeing vending machines with cards like that.
Yeah.
Pokemans.
Pokemans, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. It's so bad.
And I switched over to Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I love the show. And then I like the card game more than the show. Like, that's the first tournament I've ever been to wasn't a fighting game. It was for Pokemon cards. It was Cryers out in Modesto. Like, some of our viewers probably know about that shop, but that was the shop, man. They had all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, some Pokemon cards, but man, it was popping. But from there, like, I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Me and my boy, Steven, we were obsessed with the game. Like, he'd call me and we'd duel over the phone, and we'd had trust each other on.
That's sus.
I cheated once. I'll admit, I cheated once. I'm pretty sure he cheated twice.
What is it, Steven, right?
Yeah.
Steven, just want to put it on record right here. Podcast MWG episode 6. He cheated once. One time.
He caught me too, because every time he played something, I just had the right perfect answer. I wasn't even trying to be sly about it.
Playing cards you didn't even have. I just pulled this in the booster pack today. Don't worry.
What do you know, dude? I just got the fifth piece of Exodia right here. I can't believe it. Easy win.
Yeah, back then, any extra money I had, it was buying packs, and like, I had a pretty good collection, but he would always beat me. He was the best. I was the second best, and the dudes we played with at lunch, they were all, sometimes they'd take a game off of us and all that. But then from there, I kind of fell out of Yu-Gi-Oh! By high school. It's just nobody was playing it as much.
Wait, guys. Did your cards ever get stolen?
Yes, once.
Oh, no.
It was Fiber Jar, ultra rare. Like, oh, man. It was my favorite card. And the dude, I used to carry my stuff around in like a little tin. It was like originally like had gum in it or something, but it was perfect for holding cards the right size. Mm-hmm. And I left it on the bench because we were at Williams. We'd play on the bench by the...
Wait, you went to Williams too?
Yeah, 8th grade last year. So it was like 2003. The end half.
2003, I was in 8th grade.
I missed you guys there. I went there. I was 6th and 7th grade.
Wait, you went to... Oh, snap. Williams, huh?
Yeah, I was there 6th and 7th grade, and I left to Mountain Austin 8th. But I think I probably just missed Naj, or like I don't remember. Then again, I didn't have very many friends anyway, so.
Yeah. I was there like the last 3 months of 2004 because I switched schools from Stockton.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Yeah, but...
Wait, you live in Stockton? All right.
No. So I went to school in Stockton because my mom worked in Stockton and the school district. So I just went with her. And
Okay.
then it just wasn't working out because it was waking up way too early to commute there, and then just didn't work out well.
Sad.
So I went back to school in Tracy, and then went into high school.
Gotcha.
Got it.
But let's see, I stopped playing card games throughout most of high school. Like, I keep up with Yu-Gi-Oh! Every once in a while up until about 9th, 10th grade. And then senior year, me and my friends were at the card shop in Tracy, and he said, "Hey, you want to go
King's
half
Cards?
with me?" Which one? Yeah, King's Cards.
The place is dope.
Where is
Yeah.
that? Oh, wait. There's a card shop in Tracy. That's how you know I don't follow cards.
So it was on 11th Street, right across the street from Tracy High.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. There's a card shop. There was a card shop there. I didn't know.
Yeah. So if you know where Pink Turtle is, or was, because that's gone now,
Yeah.
there's like a sandwich shop on the corner, like right in that plaza with Little Caesars.
I did not know that. That's interesting.
So yeah, we split the MTG starter pack, and it was the elves versus goblin deck. He took the elves, I got the goblins. I still feel like I was kind of shortchanged on that because he kept whooping my ass every time we played. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna take this. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I was good at Yu-Gi-Oh! So I went and I researched and I started buying online like the singles, and I buffed up the deck. He's like, hey man, what the heck? It's not fair. And it just went from there. I've just been on the Magic hype on and off since Alara block.
Since what?
Shards of Alara. So Magic is separated into different sets. They release about 3 to 4 sets a year, and they used to do it. They'd be set on these different planes or worlds. So the world that I started off in was Alara, and then from there it went Zendikar, and then they just go to different worlds over and over again. But yeah, I started in 2008, and it's been, I don't know, I guess 12 years of playing on and off. And
Nice.
what I like the most about card games is the deck building and the strategy. Like, I always like, well, I mean, this is getting more into like the theory craft side, but every deck can be split up in, it doesn't matter what card game. There's like 4 major archetypes: aggro, control, mid-range, and combo. And I've always been like the mid-range kind of player where it's like you're a jack of all, you have an answer for everything, you can play fast when you need to, slow when you need to. Those kind of decks. I love toolboxes, that kind of stuff. It's like a puzzle almost, an interactive puzzle. And I like trying to solve the best deck in the format and always have some kind of ready answer for anything. But yeah, I guess that's my history with card games. Oh, no.
Hey, real quick. Have you ever played Eye of Judgment?
No, I haven't.
Okay. You know what the game is?
No.
So it was a PS3 game that came out, way back when, and it was a card game, and it used the camera, the PlayStation 3 camera, to basically be Yu-Gi-Oh, but not Yu-Gi-Oh. So like you play your cards, like you'd have like a game mat, and you put your cards down, and then the card show up on the screen.
That's pretty high tech.
Yeah, it didn't last very long though.
I got the YouTube video going, boys. Don't worry. I'll look at it. This looks wild. This looks very intricate.
Yeah, we always thought that Yu-Gi-Oh was gonna take advantage of that, but they never did.
Yeah. I mean, they make enough money already just printing the regular cards, right?
So there are 2 games that I've caught my attention that is somewhat interested in, right? So now here's the question for you: Should I play Magic or should I play Hearthstone? What do you think?
Okay. Do you want to have? Are you going to play one question first? Are you playing digital or in person?
I don't know. See, I think digital is cool because you kind of do it just at home, but the IRL experience has to be different. That's got to be cool. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe both. 'Cause I know Hearthstone is primarily digital,
strictly digital.
Yeah. And then Magic is like
it's both.
Magic is both. Okay.
Well, not right now, but
online.
Yeah.
Obvious reasons.
Yeah. But I would say Magic for one reason, and I know this is shade, and I love Hearthstone, and I love what Hearthstone was. But
Here
what
we
it
go.
is right now, is not worth getting into. Like they're gonna have a new set next month. I would wait until next year when they rotate out the broken sets because it's
basura.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You got to spend money no matter what card game you play. Like that's one of the.
Yeah. I'm well aware of this. I got a buddy who's, let's just say, he has experience with that. He told me that straight up.
Yeah. Like I've dumped a good amount of money into this hobby.
Yep.
But I would definitely say, I would say Magic, just because it's cheaper, especially in person. You can make a budget deck for like $20, and that deck will have like a good 50-60% win rate against most randoms. Like I'm sure, if you go into like the formats and the sanction stuff, you'll start losing, but like you can get some really good budget decks for kitchen table Magic and just wreck people. And then there's also EDH, which is like 100 card decks. Every card has to be unique, so it's singleton. But that's some of the most fun Magic because like that's where you have the infinite combos going off, like attacking with 1 million creatures, dealing a million damage. That kind of stuff.
Wild. That sounds wild. I think I'm leaning more towards Magic, because every time we're in the venue, I'm gonna play live.
Yeah,
hosting Fully Charged. The community there just playing Magic, it just looks. I want to say it. They look strong. Like it just looks like they're just there, like consistently. You know what I mean? Yeah. And they just look like they're grinding it out. They're just having a good time. It's like half of it's competitive, half of it's kind of like a social gathering.
Yeah, but they're competitive. Don't get it mistaken. I've played those guys. They are not free.
Yeah, they're sweaty right now. I'm not. I have absolutely zero knowledge of fighting it, so I have no doubts that they're godlike. It's just. They just seem like they're pretty close knit. They're just like a community, and they're just having a good time. Even when we're in the store, like having a tournament, like they're kind of like in their own world, and that's cool to me. And all I see is like positive interaction. Well, I mean that's just from the outside looking in, but it's
they're great players. I've played with a lot of them, and
good.
All of them are fun. I mean, yeah, they are competitive, but they'll also bust out the fun decks when they know that you're new and all that.
Oh, okay, cool. That's cool. I like that.
But definitely Magic because, like, I'll get into this a little bit. Hearthstone ruined themselves almost.
Oh, no, here we go. The hot take.
Yeah, like the meta for the past 2 years has been weak. The perfect meta was the last really good one was the jungle set. And Aaron, I don't know if you guys know Aaron Dazan, but he used to play. He was better than me at Hearthstone.
Well, that's since he's the best at everything. So
yeah, that's true.
Come on, Naj.
Yeah. But so one of the things with Hearthstone and what makes it unique and fun is they really explore the digital design space. So that's stuff that you can't do with paper cards. Like, let's say you had a card that says, add 2 random spells to your hand. In Magic, that would never work because it's like, how do you generate 2 random spells? How do you make it fair to put it in your hand? Hearthstone, that was one of their selling points, the RNG. You had a lot of random effects, things that you didn't have full control of. And they took it to the next level and they soured the game. The perfect example would be the mage decks, right? Hearthstone's split up into 9 different classes based on World of Warcraft. And one of those classes was mage. And their original identity was like this kind of combo, control-ish, I would say like mid-range to control archetype. And, they had a bunch of burn spells, stuff that can damage directly, great removal. They had the only counter spell in the game. Their units were kind of weak, but they had utility. Well, in the past 2 sets, that identity changed to, let's just generate random spells and let's just fill your hand with some random stuff. And there's no point actually putting the spell you want in your deck. You can just have a spell that makes that random spell, then makes it cheaper. Then you get a payoff for playing these random spells. And it's just like, it's ridiculous.
So you're telling me that I could lose to something completely random?
Yes, you will lose to something completely random. You'll get cheesed out by that completely random guy.
Oh, that's never good. That's not a good thing.
So you can't even like really prepare for that since it's like random cards that are coming up, right? Like, you don't even know, like they wouldn't even be in the deck.
It won't
How
be
would
in the deck. You don't know. You don't have any control over it. They don't. And the worst
wild.
part is it was resource generation. So like I might be playing a fair deck that's trading cards 1 for 1, or I'm only drawing 1 card per turn. They have a spell that adds 2 random to their hand. They're already +2 on the resources. So it puts you way behind. Even if you grind them out, they can just top deck a card that says get 3 random spells in your hand. You're out of luck. Or they have the miracle turns. Like there was a line of play where it was turn 2, you place the card down. No. Turn 2, you cast 3 spells. Then you cast a spell that made your elementals cost 0. Then you play this elemental that says for every spell you've played, add another spell to your hand. So you would combo off, build a board, and then refill your hand. And like, how are you supposed to beat that?
That's some cheese.
And this is turn 2.
Yeah, that's some cheese. That's some cheese. That's not wild, dude. That's Hearthstone.
That's Hearthstone. It's the power creep.
Yeah,
every game's got power creep. Moss knows about that, right?
Yep.
Like, remember the GX Pokemon?
Yeah, those are like just even with the EX ones, those ones were ridiculous. Like when Mewtwo EX dropped, and he was doing like 200 damage off of like how many energy? Like barely any energy cost.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Anyway, I think, yeah, because Magic looks fun to me. I think I'll consider it. I'm not trolling either. I'm not memeing. I've always wanted to. I like to see myself as a IRL jack of all trades. I genuinely just I'm just intrigued by a lot of things in general. And I've never played like a card game seriously, but it'd be cool to have some insight to be able to have that discussion with others outside of my home. Like, let's say you're at work or something, or let's say you're just like out, maybe you just meet someone that just like, it's their hobby, and it's cool. I always thought it was cool to have just insight on many different things, but I think Magic might be the move. I'll consider it. Sounds fun.
You should, because you can get an arena account, MTGA. It's free, and they have really good new player support. Like, you could probably get about 20 packs for free if you go through and put in the old promo codes.
Mm-hmm.
The other option is actually Pokemon TCG Online because it's dirt cheap, like compared to the other games.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, because that's what made me start playing Pokemon again, was they had it online, and it was really expensive because you had to buy a booster pack in real life to get a booster pack in the game.
Oh, that's a yikes for me.
I mean, people sell the codes, though, just straight the codes.
Yeah.
And those are cheap. Like, you can get a box worth for about $25 right now.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Somebody see me in Gwent. Somebody see me in Gwent real quick, yo.
No, let's download it right now.
Hey, you can play, you got PS. Wait, you have a Switch. There's a Yu-Gi-Oh game on there. Let's just get that.
Oh, that sound like I'm gonna get tilted, dude. I seen that. That sound like I'm gonna get tight off that, dude.
If you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh, there are simulators, and on the record, I've never heard or seen any of these simulators, but I'm pretty sure I know where they are.
Wait, boys, Gwent is on Steam and Apple Store and Google Play. Dude, is it time, dude? Magic,
It's time.
Magic and Gwent? Yo. And it's free to play? Oh, okay.
All right.
Nice.
I'm in the store right now.
Oh no, dude! I see the review. This is an esports version of the Gwent minigame from The Witcher series. You hate to see it.
Is there crossplay?
I don't know. This is not really a pick-up play game. Unfortunate, dude. This is just one review, so I'm not sure. Anyway, so
Wait, so now, do you still play Yu-Gi-Oh?
I keep up with the meta. Like every couple months, I just want to see what new busted stuff they got going on.
Okay.
That's always fun.
So how busted is it right now?
So I think about 3 years ago, they came out with a new master rule that changed how you do all the summons. And they introduced Link Summon. And now Link Summon is like in its prime right now. Okay. And I think maybe six months ago, they had decks where their whole goal was on turn 1, combo out, build a board, like a full board, 5 creatures, 5 spells or whatever, down. And I'm talking about like 20 card combos on turn 1. And then pass the turn and said, you think you could beat this? And then people would actually beat it. They'd break through the board. And then it was crazy.
Wow, I need to watch this. Like, yeah, that's part of the things with Yu-Gi-Oh! That was like always hard for me playing, was keeping track of everything.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many combos that you have to like just keep track of. And I remember I was playing online one time, and dude was just going. It was like, dude, I don't even know what the cards do. How do I know that this combo works? He just kept playing. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna just put my hand over the deck and forfeit. Because I don't know what the hell you're doing anymore.
Guys, oh no, sorry. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
One of my favorite things about Yu-Gi-Oh was like there was the Chaos era, right? Like that was when the Chaos decks started coming out, and games lasted, I'd say, about 6 to 10 turns. Like there was a really good back and forth. Like you had your setup early, and then you had fight through it, and then like maybe somebody might get some busted stuff going off, and then Yu-Gi-Oh just started going more and more to OTKs and like just ridiculous combos. But I think because in Play Live, David, he was telling me like the meta is actually really a lot more stable. Like when you get to the top tier stuff, it's that same back and forth they used to have.
That's good.
Yeah,
I like I haven't played in so long, but the Light Horns were fun.
Yeah.
That was like my go-to deck in any of the the games that we like, the video game for Yu-Gi-Oh! That was my go-to.
Oh, did you ever get the 3DS, not the 3DS, the DS Yu-Gi-Oh! Game that had Wi-Fi?
I think so, because our fortunate for thing.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I had it.
Dude, that was my jam.
You could play Yu-Gi-Oh! Games were great. I'm telling you, man, you might have to just get the one on Switch and we'll stop playing Smash it out, play live, and we'll play Yu-Gi-Oh! Instead.
Is it free?
No.
Well,
you talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Game on Switch?
Yeah.
I think my buddy has it. Man, I'd be down. I don't know. Isn't it like $40 or something?
I think so. But if you go to Walmart, games are $10 off. Hey. If you don't mind physical copies.
Right.
It's always good.
Yeah.
So you guys, I've been debating the whole time whether I should tell this story or not. There is a part of the story that I'll talk about post podcast, but I do want to, I do want to bring this up. This is obviously not the case everywhere. I'm just gonna put that on record. It's just like every other event. It's not the case anywhere. But I will tell you the story of when I went to this card shop in San Jose. I did go to a card shop in San Jose because my brother at the time really followed Yu-Gi-Oh! At the time. And all I remember about that shop was, okay, I'm just gonna say, guys, it's stank in there. It's dude. I'm gonna use my one here, but fuck, dude, it really.
Your one, you had like 5 from the beginning of the pod, dude.
No, what do you mean? That's the one, dude. I think what the other 5 like S.
No, you get 1 per podcast.
1 per podcast.
In the beginning of this episode.
This is my one for today. This is the one for today. Right? I thought it was every session. Is it not every session?
No, I mean like in the beginning of this episode of the recording, there was like 5 already.
Didn't we cut? I thought we were cutting. There's a blooper reel, right?
It was when Najee did his 2 truths and a lie.
Oh, we can't cut that part.
No, that's not getting cut. Anyway, that's just me. That's just me putting emphasis because it really did stink in there. It was unfortunate. It was tragic, is what it was. But
I mean, that's unfortunate. And I mean, it is a stigma with the card game community. And as a member of the card game community, I have to say it has happened and it does happen every once in a while, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be. It's not like every time you walk into a card shop, you know, have like some kind of mummy tomb death smell
That's
come
what
and
it was.
assault you.
That's what it was in San. That's what it was in San Jose. Now, as a gamer myself, I'm
People
not
say the
going
same
to-
about Smash.
Yeah, as a gamer myself, I will say that definitely does not happen every single time. I know this for a fact. I just wanted to throw it out there because I just thought the story was super funny. It really was. But but it doesn't happen every time. Yeah, it really does. I just thought it was funny to bring out because I never. I think at that point I had never been. I think that was my first time in a card shop. I'm pretty sure it was, and I just tagged along and it seemed like everyone was having fun though. I mean that's the most important thing. I just thought it was funny to bring it up. they used to it. They're conditioned.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on the other side of it, this is going out to the dudes who be smelling. Like, please, just take a shower. we got to defend you because we're brothers and all that. But,
we are brothers.
But please, don't make it so hard on us.
A little bit of deodorant never hurt anybody.
Yo, every minute you spend in the shower is every minute you're not looking over your deck to make sure you're keeping up with the meta. You know what I mean? Like you gotta analyze your deck every second of the day. Come on, man.
Well, that's true too. But I have one story about like the poor hygiene, and it's in a different way, right? So
Okay.
I used to go to this card shop. I'm not gonna name any of the names, but and so there were, this group of young dudes too. We were all in college, and I mean, just a bad tournament that day because one, they had cheated, right? We were supposed to do a sealed event, so that means everybody gets 6 packs. You make a deck out of those 6 packs.
Oh, those are dope.
Yeah, they convinced the owner that buying a pre-con is the exact same thing as doing sealed. And the owner went along with it. And it's not the same thing because the pre-con is a deck with a clear goal and clear curves and all this inconsistency. And the sealed ones is like, oh, well, this is my pile of random jank and 1 or 2 good cards. So already, right, my first round, I have to place somebody facing a pre-con. And then round 2, I'm facing one of his boys, and his boy won't stop coughing in my face. And it's like coughing directly in my face, and he wouldn't stop. I said, hey, man, can you not cough? He's like, oh, my bad. I was like, I left, and I don't think I ever came back to that store.
No.
It was rough.
Yeah, I would have been heated.
Because, I mean, they cheated, and they coughed in my face. So I was like, man.
That's how you know it's bad.
Okay.
That's funny. I like that.
So Naj, you might have answered it already, but are you currently playing any card games? Anything you're playing right now?
I play every card game currently.
Yes, that's the best statement you can make. What better statement to make is what better statement to make than that? Play every single one.
I'm super into MTGA right now. Like, it's a really healthy meta. You can get away with anything. You can make any kind of deck, make it work. Even though there's too much ramp going on, they've been banning correctly, and so they make it fun and fair. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm playing MTG Arena. I keep up with Hearthstone. I'm not gonna play it until everything rotates, just because it's not fun for me right now, and there's no point. When quarantine started, I was big on Pokemon. Last year, I was big on Pokemon online, and checking with Yu-Gi-Oh. But I recently hit Mythic in MTGA, so I know what I'm talking about.
How close is that rank to the best rank?
That's right under the best rank. So
no, that's how you know
Mythic,
he's okay.
And then there's ranked Mythic. So I was like top 1,000 players, top 10,000 players in the world.
Naj OD. You heard it here first, boys.
But I mean, I also got a lucky run because, that's a factor in it too. I kept getting sometimes you'll always face the deck that counters your deck. Sometimes you'll always be the one that gets the free ride. I got the free ride the first time in.
Hey, we take those.
Yeah.
That is the philosophy. It never gets old. We take those.
Man.
Oh man, dude, this has been a fun podcast. Has it already been like an hour and 10 or something?
I have no idea how long it's been.
I was just thinking, like, what's the count right now? This has been a fun one.
I think we're on an hour, so I think we might want to start transitioning to the
closing segment.
Yeah, but I do want to say I could talk about card games forever. I did want to talk about like the theory craft and all that, but that'd be too long.
Oh, that's the best discussion. The theory craft. I don't even follow card games, but if there's anything I liked in gaming in general, or actually just in general, is I do love hearing theory crafting, because it just, what it does show to me is how passionate you are about whatever subject you're discussing. And theory crafting is fun, and I can imagine just going on and on about theory crafting, and then when the actual game hits, they just hit you with some cheese, and you're just like, what is this, dude? I had the math was there, the logic was there, but it didn't come through.
So like real quick, just related to that, the one thing I don't like about MTG Online, sometimes it feels like the deck stack. Like you'll run into situations where, well, just for anybody who doesn't play, there's different types of cards. There's land cards and then spells, creatures, and all that. You can't play any of the spells if you don't have the right lands, which is like your resources or your energy. But sometimes you get into a situation where you need that next good card and you just keep drawing land. And the opponent can't beat you right there, but 5 turns later of just drawing land over and over, and you're out of a win.
The stack real quick.
They stack. Like I know it's not really imbalanced, but it feels like they're doing it on purpose, because it'll be like your rank up game when it happens.
It's funny how that works, huh? Like the one time you really needed to come through, it doesn't come through.
Like after you get demoted, like, oh, my deck just wins on turn 4. Oh, oops, everything lined up. Where was this?
That's funny. That's hilarious. Oh man. So with that being said, you guys want to transition to? You guys want to close it out?
Yeah.
All right. So our last segment. This is gonna be a fun one too. I did want to discuss music. So just man, music. It could be anything. I don't care what it is. I've been I've been listening to music my entire life. I'm sure all of us have. But I feel like I didn't really start listening to music until I was like 18.
Me too.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
You guys you listen to music
school,
and then you really listen to music.
I feel like in high school for me, like once I started driving, it was like, all right,
Yeah.
I have to make my own music. So
Yeah. So basically, it's it's just what are you listening to in your free time? What do you listen to now? Before favorite artist? You got a genre? Obscure anime / video game OSTs you're just bumping? I got a lot of those just on deck always. I'm just curious because, like I said, I didn't really start listening to different genres of music outside of what I usually listen to until I was 18. After high school was over, I was just curious. So yeah, what do you guys think?
Oh.
I'm kind of curious. Someone's gonna be like, "Yo, I really, really like country music."
So I'm not against country music, but
I'm not against it either. But I'm
not seeking it out.
Yeah, I do like pop country a lot. I don't care because I like pop music in general. I actually love pop music in general because I like the sing. It gets a bad rep, and I totally get it too. Right. But I do. And, I don't like the term guilty pleasure when it comes to music. I don't believe in guilty pleasure when it comes to music. That's whatever I like. I just like. And if you're going to shame me for it, and you're dude, stay salty, dude. Because I imagine like not listening to something just because someone else thinks it's God. I mean, dude, I think it's God. Like, you just listen to it, man. Who cares? You know what I mean?
Oh. Well, all right. If you want my most obscure OST that I listened to.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
There was a game called Robopon, and it was a Pokemon knockoff, but their gimmick was all the Pokemon were robots, and if you had a TV remote, you could point it at the cartridge and it would like unlock robot powers or something. But the Robopon OST is like one of my favorite. Just the opening track That's my jam. I used to just turn the game on and leave it on the opening screen and just do other stuff.
Yeah, I gotta. Wait, can you spell Robopon? I need to look this up now.
Yeah, I gotta link you to it because it's hard to find. But ROBOPON.
Oh, that sounds like the correct spelling. That I believe it. That's got to be it. Yes, that sounds right. I'll check it out. If you can give me the link, that'd be great. I'd be grateful.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, the opening track and then like the Caves theme, those are like two favorite. And then the other, I mean, I don't know if it's obscure, but Breath of Fire, that was my other favorite soundtrack. Like that was another one I just turn on and I'd leave my Game Boy on, run the battery out.
I have no idea. That's got
to
be that's
Game Boy.
I have no idea what that is.
Not Game Boy Advance.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say battery for the Game Boy was expensive.
It's obscure. So like an obscure music. I linked you guys that piano medley for Undertale already. I wasn't exaggerating when I tell you I actually listen to that regularly because I really do. I genuinely listen to that regularly. Especially when I'm in a bad mood, it always puts me in a good mood. I love the piano. That being said, I really like lo-fi hip-hop. I genuinely like it. Like, dude, like everyone has it playing, and it's always the meme. Like you just have it playing during one of your streams, or just like when you're streaming anything. But I really like it. Like it's relaxing, and I've had it on like while I was cleaning or I was cooking something, or if I'm just doing something and it's just in the background. Like it's really soothing. I like hip-hop in general, right? And I like when when the music's relaxing as well. It's kind of like a mix of the two, which is good. What's the other obscure stuff? I don't feel like this is obscure, but
so if you know lo-fi hip hop, you've probably heard of like vaporwave and future funk, then, right?
Oh yeah, dude. When you go on YouTube and you got to make sure like when you're spelling those out, it has the space in between the letters every time. And the way the vaporwave, and you see it spelled like, let me tape it out. You got this going. It's in all caps. And you see one of these, just check me out. Check out the chat room. You see one of these, and then once you see that, there's like a theme with it too.
Yeah. No, I like vaporwave, but I'm more on the future funk side because it sounds like disco.
Okay.
All right. So the story is, my parents, they didn't let me listen to any popular music growing up, so I missed Backstreet Boys, all that stuff. Right?
Wait. What does that even mean? They didn't listen. Wait, they
didn't like it, so they didn't play it.
They banned it in your household?
Yeah, pretty much.
Now you're banning? What is this?
Because I mean, they didn't like it, and you know, it's up to them basically. I wasn't mad about it because they always played like disco 80s hits and like man, that used to just be the jams. So we'd always be in the car hearing those, and not the radio.
That's that's a good thing though. I think I like that.
Yeah.
So like when I hear the future,
it wasn't like a band. They just didn't play it.
Yeah, right? They didn't play it. Yeah, it wasn't like some kind of hard band. Like you could never listen to. You can never listen to.
It's not like Meta Knight and Brawl.
Like it's banned. That's cool. That's interesting. Yeah. The soft band, real quick. What did I? My parents. I don't know. My dad really likes oldies because I think he likes to sing, or Filipino. So that's just how they are. Well, my dad really likes oldies. Like he really likes he likes the slow jams, but I'm talking like the slow, like the old stuff. Like
Marvin Gaye, Al Green. That oldies are like older than that.
I think probably from that era, probably yes, and also older than that. Like I don't know how that's a thing, but he's got like so many cassette tapes. I was like, what a nerd, dude. Honestly, like that's what I think about my dad. My mom was really huge. My mom just loves. I think that's where it comes from. My mom loves pop music. Like growing up, if it was pop and it was hip hop incorporated, there's pop, there's country in it. Anything pop, anything you could just sing loud in the car, it was always bumping. And I think that's where it comes from. I think my dad too appreciates it, so that's kind of where.
And it's very good for karaoke.
Oh yeah, it's great for karaoke. I have an entire playlist on Spotify that's just all karaoke. Like I have all the bangers on there, like from 80s ballad to 80s power ballads to, the OPMs, Moss, like the Filipino love songs. I got a bunch of 90s 2000s. I got the boy band hits going too. Cause I was huge on the boy. I still am. What the heck? I was. I'm crazy, dude. Huge. I will stand NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees, Westlife, my entire life. All those guys bumping like forever, right? And then I
never heard them.
Well, we know now. We know why. So that's fair, you know. And then growing up, everyone liked hip hop and R&B, especially just growing up. That's just how it was. The early 2000s, mid 2000s. People even now still talk about early 2000s R&B and hip hop, which is fair. It's great music. So we grew up with that. And in Williams, in high school, all through that entire era, everyone was talking about, you know, just on baggy jeans with the chains. You know what I mean? None of us had it, you know. But what we talked about, you know, having the, you know, that was a huge part of the culture. So fair share of early 2000s hip hop and R&B. But I like pop music. I didn't really tell anyone. I was kind of embarrassed I did. And then once I got older, I was like, why do I care? Like, I don't know why this is. I literally talk to none of you now. So like, I don't know why I even tried to. Now anyone asks me, I just completely honest. But yeah, so 2000s hip hop, R&B. I think I'm getting to that age now, you guys. I've been thinking about this for a while now, but I'm actually falling behind significantly. Like
Oh, dude.
No,
I'm super behind on music now.
I'm doing my absolute best. Like, I actually have a playlist of just stuff from today and just like the things that are popping within the last 3 years, 4 years. And I feel like it's pretty good for someone my age. I'm not gonna lie, but
I have that, and I don't listen to it ever. Like, it's just sitting in my playlist. It's just sitting there. I'm like, well, I'll get to it eventually. Like, I've been behind probably since like 2013-ish. Like, it's been like, now I'm just listening to like podcasts and like all of my old music or like video game music or anime music. So it's like, I'm not trying to learn new songs.
Exactly. Yeah. But growing up, yeah, I was huge on it. Like when I turned 18 and I got my laptop, I was just on YouTube all day and I was just listening to new stuff.
YouTube.
And it was stuff outside of, I was on YouTube and then LimeWire too.
No.
No, yeah, that too. Yeah, I was on LimeWire too. Shout out to LimeWire because LimeWire is responsible for pretty much half of my entire library. But I grew up and I didn't listen to anything outside of the 2000s hip hop R&B until after I turned 18. And then I was on YouTube all day and then I started listening to rock and I started listening to classical music and I really like indie pop music. And then I just fell in love with EDM. Actually, I didn't listen to EDM for a while. And then I think when it blew up, I started to, and I really started listening to hip hop too. Like there is hip hop you listen to just like everyone else does, and then you go way back and you listen to the old stuff. So you listen to like MF Doom, you listen to Tribe Called Quest, you listen to Farside, and you listen to like just a bunch of that stuff. And I really got into that. And then rock, it's funny. Guitar Hero is actually what got me into rock music because I didn't know how godlike rap music was until Guitar Hero. So shout outs to that for sure. Feels good. Yo, that time is crazy. Y'all see that time in the chat?
Hey, let me see. Where we at?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The damage.
Growing up, we actually like surprisingly listened to a lot of Filipino music, and it was because of my dad, not my mom.
Okay.
Like, I remember my dad would like pick us up from school, and he would have like Filipino music just blasting, and the reason why that's like weird is because my mom is Filipino and my dad's black. So,
oh, okay.
Filipino music.
That's funny. I like that. That's how you know. It worked. That's funny. Oh, that's
like there's this song. I can't think of the title of it. I'll pull it up, but I probably can't pronounce it. By Basso Valdez. That like I still like listen to because of that.
Dude, I have an entire playlist on Spotify of just all OPMs, and they're all classic.
So what does OPM stand for?
Original Pinoy music? Is that what that is? No, wait, let me hold on. I want to Google it. I don't want to. Don't quote me for that. I'm actually curious now. What does?
I'm gonna go up to people.
Yeah, maybe you can pronounce it.
Oh, dude, it doesn't even. It's so obscure, man. Like, okay, hold on. How do I Google this? Original Filipino music. I'm done. I cannot believe that's actually what it is. So broadly, the pop music that first emerged in the Philippines in the early 70s and has since come to. Yeah, so because if there's one thing Filipinos are really good at, it's ballads. It's singing. It's ballads. It's singing to their loved ones, and it's always the karaoke.
That is true.
You ever hit up a Filipino party, dude? There's always like an uncle that got the same song on deck, And it's not like Michael Jackson, or it's not like the Eagles Hotel California. It's none of that. It's some Tagalog joint, and it's the one he sings every time, and it's always hella slow, and it's great. It's funny.
It's always so slow. So, can you pronounce the song that I just sent in the chat? Because I can't pronounce it.
It's hard. I can't pronounce that either. I think I know what song that is. See, that's funny. That's a classic. That's one of those songs. That's one of those songs. Like, that's funny.
Man,
that's so funny. I can't. Oh my goodness. I was exaggerating too, but that's real. Like every Filipino party. Do you have those, Moss? You exposed to those? Exposed to those? Okay. Yeah, no,
I'd have to like go back and listen to them, but
yeah, huge on love ballads.
All right,
yeah,
I like it.
Anyways, is that it? Anything on that note?
Favorite artists or like most listened to artists?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, let's hear it. Actually, I want to hear you guys. You guys go first. I'm kind of curious.
All right. Favorite hip hop artist would probably be Lupe Fiasco.
Oh, classic, dude.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
Classic.
Like even his, like I still listen to like even his new albums. Like him and like Neo are probably like, the only artists that I still like really follow. Yeah, those two. Like probably like my top artists that I actually like still listen to.
Lupe Fiasco, classic, dude. You know when Kick Push came out? Oh man, that's what got me. I'm sure that's what got a lot of people into. But when Kick Push came out, I was like, dude, this guy's beast. It's ridiculous.
Like it's fun. Like I didn't really like recognize that was him for a while. And I remember one of my friends in high school, he kept rapping this one like verse from him. And it goes, I like Street Fighter 2, I just really hate things. If only turning around you, I find it hard to beat Blanca. And my friend would just rap that over and over again. And I was like, what the hell is he talking about? Because he was also a rapper, so I thought it was just like one of his bars. And then I finally listened to the song, and I was like, oh, snap! And like, just listen to more of his music. Like, there's a lot of video game references in a lot of his music. And I was like, oh, wow. And it's just like, I really just gravitated toward his music. So.
He's that dude. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. He knows what's up, dude. Naj, you got a favorite artist? You got just anyone? Just it didn't even a favorite. Just throw out someone that just like you really, really like, I guess.
Well, I mean, I guess my favorite artist would be Prince.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go, dude.
I haven't heard a bad Prince song yet. So and if there are any JoJo's fans, it's slight spoilers, but the Torture Dance was based on a Prince song. So
JoJo is so cool for that. They use a lot of music from the. I think that's on purpose. I believe so, because one of my friends was actually telling me this. They deliberately use music from here, like just Western music, and they like it. They got a Savage Garden song that I really like as an end credits. That was super cool. I think it's the Animal song or the Animal something. I think that's what it's called. But I think that's an outro. I'm sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember that
so
one.
Classic, dude. Oh man, Mossta said BRB at the end of the. He's crazy, dude.
All right, well, we got to stall for him to get back.
How do we stall? I want him to be here when I talk about the. You know,
All right, well then I'll just go over like maybe favorite song or something.
You got one of those? That question's so difficult for me. I don't have a favorite song because I listen to so many different genres. I don't know if I have a favorite song.
Well, I'll just go with favorite genre then. I'd say it's New Jack Swing. It's like early 90s. It's like an offshoot of hip hop. There's less rap, but all the beats are like, because I liked how they had lifted like most of the beats off of like the old funk songs. So New Jack. I'm a New Jack.
Okay, I'm curious now. I gotta bump this. I gotta throw it out on YouTube and look at the New Jack mix.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I gotta get that going. What I really like, there's so many. I'm not exaggerating too. I genuinely have my playlist is, or just my collection on Spotify is so huge, and Here, I'll throw out two random artists, and not even random, just pretty mainstream. But I don't care. This is a fun fact, and I'll rub this in anyone's face. I don't even care. I'm so open about this. I don't even care. But I am definitely an Ariana Grande stan. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trolling either. I genuinely like Ariana Grande. Yeah, dude, her music's too got like it. And whenever I have like 2 different shirts, and I'll wear them at work. And people will just like, it's like, dude, nice shirt. And I'll just look at them like, dude, you already know, bro. I'm in there. Like, Ari's too good. But if I had but that's just a random thing I like to throw. I genuinely love her music. So if there's an artist, this is such a difficult question. Again, like I told you, I don't really have a favorite song. Mm-hmm. People ask me what my favorite band is, or just like my favorite rapper, or just favorite anything. It's such a difficult question because I really just listen to I really do like just anything. But if I were to just name a band that's just been so consistently good to me, and I just literally have never heard him put out a bad song, right? I am a huge Paramore fan too. I actually love Paramore. Dude, Paramore is ridiculous. It's funny is I didn't listen to emo, like to emo music until after that genre of music, like when you're in middle school or high school, like, the emos, the emo crowd. I didn't listen to their music for hella long. I didn't listen to that till like maybe a couple years ago. And I was bumping it. And I was like, dude, these are fire, man. Like, the punk rock, the punk, just the lyrics are like super emotional, but like there's a band and it's like hard hitting, but at the same time it's tragic. Like it's really good. So I'm a big Paramore person, but yeah, dude, I even got the emo throwbacks playlist on Spotify too. Shout outs to that playlist. That's fire. That's on fire on there too.
Spotify, man, it's like the best app, like hands down. I got everything.
Who doesn't have it right now, dude? What are you doing? Apple Music? Oh man, dude.
No.
Yo, wait, title, dude?
Yeah, man, Apple Music is terrible.
I have no idea.
Yo, that's weird. That's weird how we're putting emphasis on how Apple Music is, how awful that service is. I cannot believe anyone could justify using Apple Music. That's wild to me. I wish someone would just have an explanation. Even after the podcast was over, I'm kind of curious as someone.
Yeah, I can't think of a single person that I know personally who likes Apple Music.
Yeah, it was funny. I just imagine Johnny is like, because I'm looking at the participants, and I imagine the mic just, you see the cross go away, and he's like, whoa, wait. Out of nowhere.
He unmutes. So for those listening in, we have the person recording it is a really big Apple Music fan. That's why we're giving him a hard time.
Wait. After the podcast is over, we gotta ask him. I gotta ask him this. I did not know that. That's really funny. So he's a hardcore advocate for Apple Music.
Yeah,
I didn't know about that. That's funny. I'm not against it. I was just bashing on it because it was the meme. We're memeing on it right now, but I just think it's funny. That's hilarious.
Oh,
ban. My man got to ban us from Zoom. Oh no! I gotta take it back. Apple Music's godlike service.
What are we gonna use if we're banned from Zoom? Apple's version.
I guess I do this. So I do it. I guess I using it on FaceTime, dude. Oh, this is such an obscure fact that I'm so glad I learned just now. This is funny.
Oh man, well, I think we're at the end here. It's been a great episode. You got to find out a little of all of our personal histories with 2 truths and a lie. We found out that we all love card games to varied degrees. Carl's just getting into it. Me and Moss have been about it for a while.
I'm learning.
We're definitely gonna have another card game episode. We might have because I know a couple card game players who might want to come on here.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah,
it's legit.
And got a little insight on our musical tastes and our disdain for Apple Music. With that, we'll see you guys next week.
Later.
Later.